TNA is going to go out of their way to pull the Hardys from appearing at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. This is interesting because you're sort of in an on again, off again, hokey pokey type relationship with them. It's clear that it's not going well. They're probably not going to be re-signed. I guess maybe you're trying to have them follow to the letter of the law, and you don't want to be promoted as appearing on the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Is this a you call? Is this somebody else making the call?
So Ed, obviously we had conversations about it, but it was Ed 100% because I'm like, Ed, at some point, and this is, so we're getting into WrestleMania season.
Right.
Jeff Hardy, not too much Matt, because I was trying to talk to Jeff mainly, but his silence began to tell me everything. Not calling back, not texting back. And I mean, for days. And I got frustrated. Yep. Not thinking clearly most of the time, but that silence was an answer. That silence was a message. But Ed kind of held out hope, but he also clearly told me over and over, they cannot appear. It's written in the contract. It's this and that. And I said, then Ed, you've got a decision to make. If you truly believe your contracts are, he's the lawyer, he's a mergers and acquisition attorney. That is what Ed Nordholm and been super successful for a lot of years in his role. So if you interpret it that way, then you act accordingly, however you see fit. It was Ed's call. I never could get the clear directive on what is the end result and that you're going for, because what I want is the Hardys to be on our roster and, have first priority. Obviously, hindsight's 2020. That was never going to be an option. I don't know how far out they were talking to WWE, but again, the silence told me everything.
Were you surprised watching WrestleMania to see them run out?
Not really. I mean, I can't sit here and say, yes, I knew they were going to be here that day. But again, I'm going back to my relationship with Jeff. We've take family vacations together and partied together through the years and all that. Just the non-answer told me
they ain't coming.
Yeah, well, here's kind of connecting the dominoes. They're moving on, and if it was just Ring of Honor, I kind of think they would be saying, how do I get paydays for both companies?
That's right.
That was kind of, but I mean, we're talking zero response, which frustrated me. I mean, me and Jeff talked about it since. I was just like, dude, if you could have just said, shut up, or it ain't happening, or whatever it was, F off. But the total silence said, there's just more to this than them getting a Ring of Honor payday. Because it wasn't like Ring of Honor. Look, they'd been around since the day TNA was on. So it wasn't like they were on this rocket ship trajectory. Like they were going to, get a new TV deal or prime time or an infusion of capital. So it just didn't add up. But Ed, I'll give him this. He had the balls and did what he believed was right. I don't think he maliciously, and I know Matt and Ed, hugged and kissed and made up, but Ed did what he thought was right.